Hello, this is a video for the 1988 Cobra Bug. I did not have this one as a kid, but I did get this like 5 or 10 years ago. That's the reason I don't really have the box. I probably still hanged on to it, but it's probably buried somewhere. Um, so this isn't the figure that came with it, but he's going to kind of fill in as the model. This is a Hydro Viper, but I believe he is the one from Fun School, but good plastic, good color, and all that stuff. But anyway, on to the vehicle. So I was noticing that this part opens up, and you can kind of get it a little bit, but that's as far as I would go because I don't know that it's really supposed to. But you can open it up that way if you choose. Preset your figure, and then close them up inside. Not sure if he's going to show through, but there he is on the inside. So if you don't want to risk it that way, because things being, as old as they are, this hatch opens here, but again, it's nerve-wracking because it's like you don't want anything to snap. But anyway, so you can open them up and put them in that way. There's a second seat back here, so you can also, with some work, get a figure back there, but we won't take the time to do that. There are two seat belts in there. Hopefully you can see at least the one in the front. So then you'd have to put the figure in there and then try and slide the belt down into the other hole that's on the other side. But then again, this probably is somewhere in my room, but got two of these kind of bomb looking missile things right there, and they go down on the bottom here, but I've only got the one right now, but you would have a second one down underneath here. Then you've got kind of these, in my opinion, armor-piercing missiles, and I say that mostly because of the prong tip right there. So you got one on this side down here. Then you got two more removable ones right there. And then another one right here. These do not come off, but if you want to say that this whole vehicle can go underwater, you would want somebody with some air apparatus right here. And even though this figure only has one hand that actually grasps, because it actually has a molded web hand right there, which is kind of cool because I know when they released the 25th anniversary Cobra Commander, he originally had a closed fist, and I'm sure there was a bunch of people that didn't like that, and so it kind of shows that they've done it before. So thankfully they fixed that problem. But so anyway, even though this figure only has the one working hand, it still keeps him in place. And then you picture this whole thing going underwater, and he's got his own breathing apparatus, so no biggie. You got two guns right here that swivel completely, so good positions. Then you open up this hatch right here, and you've got these kind of water ski hovercraft things that come out. Just lift up right there, and then you've got two removable missiles, but thankfully they slide down quite a bit, so you don't have to worry about them getting lost. And then again, even though he's only got the one working hand, you take your pre-25th anniversary figure, and I'm always saying that because, they changed the peg on the bottom of the feet, which is kind of too bad that they did that, because now they have to change all the pegs on all the other vehicles, and then some of the older vehicles don't work. So who knows why they always think they have to change certain things. But So anyway, so yeah, you can picture them on the water or either just a hovercraft. Cool thing is, I don't know that you'd really want to put this vehicle in the water, but they, at least for detail, put kind of a wire mesh look to the thing right there. So if this is a water vehicle or a hover water ski, and also it helps that they have this peg down there, and I should show that's the backpack peg. So you could actually have two figures on this one thing, so that's kind of cool they did that. But also it's kind of cool because that backpack peg, kind of if you line it up, it doesn't go all the way in, but kind of rests inside of that mesh. So you close that hatch, and thankfully, like many different sides, they do the same thing on this side too. Now I did notice on the G.I. Joe Yojo.com that the commercial for this, and again this makes me always so nervous because you have to lift up on this, but it's like not worth it sometimes, so let's hope I'm not gonna crack it on film again. Yeah, I'm very, very nervous about it. There we go. So thank goodness Hasbro started making things with softer plastic when they need to, because you have to lift up on this piece right here, and it could just snap so easily. So anyway, I was noticing on Yojo.com that they actually have this kind of painted silver, and maybe they originally were going to do that, but I think they did it because they were trying to make it look very realistic. And this, unless you already own this vehicle, you put this down in the water, this is not airtight, so this whole thing fills up with water, and they were probably trying to hide that from kids. But anyway, so you got the little guns down here, got a little flap thing right here, kind of fans in the back, but they don't work. I should mention that this is the submarine that comes apart from this vehicle, so even if you don't want to believe that this whole thing can go underwater, this part at least detaches, and they're able to, kind of like escape pod, because whether it's underwater or not, if they're near water, they can dive into the water, and G.I. Joe can't go after them unless they're in a sub, or vice versa. If it's already underwater and they need to get out of there, there they go. I guess I'll also show you this. It's got this gun here, and this actually rotates all the way around. And then this explains why I took off his backpack. You've got two more pegs down on the inside of this vehicle, and then kind of steps. Kind of makes me think not only just a gunner station, but it's kind of like a decompression chamber. We'll get into that in another vehicle that I have. I got to do some major cleaning on it, but the reason I took the backpack off is because when you put your figure in here, it's not really much room for him to stand when you have to close it. So if you have the backpack on, hopefully I'll be able to get this on camera. See how the backpack keeps it up? God, it's always so tough with lighting. So you need that backpack off, or a figure without, or stick them in there, and there you go. So I've got a few more seconds here before we gotta stop. So I'll show you this Cobra stickers. Okay, so there's 10 minutes for the Cobra Bug. Alright, we'll see you all later. Bye.